Hey, what's up guys, Yaniv here and welcome to another video. Today's video is a little unique. I've never put out a video like this in the past, but there's a reason for it, and that's exactly why you're seeing this kind of caveat at the beginning. It's because when I have seen videos like this in the past, they've always been to plug a program, to plug a course, some ulterior motive, and I wanted to put this caveat here because I want you guys to understand that that was not the only reason to make this video. Tomer really has a unique situation, unique perspective on the Amazon space, and what he's kind of done is very, very cool. So I wanted to sit down with him, interview him, and see how it really was to start a business in the new age of Amazon, where a lot of you guys are starting off, not where I started off, not where every other kind of guru, all these guys started off, but how it is to start now, because I feel like he has a really cool insight on that. And if you guys stay, watch the actual video, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I actually just moved in here to my new place, so I'm enjoying that. But yeah, check it out. That was a little caveat here. Please, take it for what it's worth. The video is amazing. Watch the video, and I'll see you guys in there right now. Hey, what's up, guys? Yaniv here, and today we're joined with one of my students. Today's gonna be a little bit of a different video. I just wanted to show you guys a different perspective on the whole Amazon FBA, system. And I know that a lot of the times it's a little bit difficult to kind of understand what it would be like as as someone coming into, Amazon FBA as a beginner. And I wanted to actually bring on, one of my older students, and he's been here, pretty few months even before I came out with my program. So we were doing some mentorships and stuff. And I wanted to introduce you guys to him. He has a really awesome story. So I'm not going to go on too long. Tomer, introduce yourself to us a little bit more about you.
Yep, thank you for the video. And yeah, my name is Tomer. I'm from New Jersey. And I would say like a year ago, I started my first product in Amazon. This product I used like similar techniques like Yaniv is teaching, but these days it's not really working anymore. It was with the giveaways and all of that, the product research. It was a product that I didn't really know what I'm doing. So it was kind of failing. And then it was failing. I was in the middle of the launch, and it didn't really work for like a couple of weeks. And then I was like kind of saying to myself, maybe I should let it go. I was also into like affiliate marketing. I knew I want to make money online. That was my goal. It was actually, I was doing it for a couple of years. I would sell and buy and sell websites, improve them. Some of them would keep to myself, but most of them would sell after a while. So that's what I was doing, but it wasn't something that is that scalable. So I was looking, I don't know even how I heard about this Amazon like thing, but I was hearing about it. I said, I have a couple of thousands to invest. Let's check it out. That was how I got, I think that the course that I got, I didn't even bought this course. Someone like that bought it, gave it to me. It's the FBA Heroes or something like that. So the videos there was good. I was following the structure, was sourcing the product, everything was good, but I got into a niche that is so saturated, and it wasn't a good choice. The product research was very bad. So I was like, maybe I should let it go. And then I don't know how, like I saw in that group of the FBA Heroes, like someone commenting, you should check it. I didn't even ask someone else asked a question, and he's saying, oh, watch this guy, any videos. And I was like watching, and like after one video, I was saying, oh, there's something with this guy. I was like watching, I think it was that week I talked to you on like Facebook or something, and I was like watching every day, like 20 or 30 videos.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that because
Uh,
at that time it took me a long time. Right now I think I'm at like 11,000 subscribers, which is awesome. But at the time when you were coming on talking, I was like very, very small, but I had so many videos. So I remember you sending me pictures of like screenshots of you watching
yeah,
every single video. I think I had like 100 something videos that you watched. Absolutely crazy. The commitment there.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I kept watching because I don't know, I felt something different in you. I felt that you're honest and you talk right to the point, like no bullshit. And I like this style. And I have to tell you that I never like bought any course or something like that. I'm like doing computers for years. I'm like since I'm 12 years old, I'm all my life with computers. I'm programming, like getting everything from torrents and all of that. So every single course I have, it's like downloaded or something. I'm not telling you to do that, but because
Don't do
because
that.
because when you do that, it's actually you're not 100% committed to when you get something free. That's what I feel. And I said, you know what? let me, it was perfect. I was asking you, coach me, whatever it costs, like, I don't care. I want to hear from you. Like, whatever it, I don't care. Just let me be with you. I will help you do whatever you need. Just help me. That's before even you had the course.
Yeah.
So he said, yeah, I opened, but I'm not taking everyone. So show me what you got, like the product or whatever. You tried to help me. It didn't work because it was a bad product.
Yeah.
But then we started. You like I
That was
watched
your
all the
first
videos.
product. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first product. Then I said, you know what? Let's just go with that product. It's okay. That was my lesson, which was fine. I had the extra cash to spend on that. I mean, I worked hard for it, but I had the extra cash to spend on that product and for another product. So I started to watch all the videos. I didn't even like send you a single question before I like watched all of them. So I'm clear exactly what I'm struggling with, you know. And less technically less technical questions or things how it worked with the next product or how I made it, or maybe you can talk about this later.
Mm-hmm.
But what really for me, I feel that worked well. That's even before I talk to you or watch the videos. Is that I say to myself, I remember that was my 30th birthday, and I say to
Mm-hmm.
myself, you know what? Every year on my birthday, I sit and write down my goals. And I said, you know what? When I look before, like a couple of years ago on my goals, maybe I accomplished some of them, but not all of them. And I was, I got to a good point in my life. I have a good job. I have a family business company that we sell jewelry with diamonds. We do well, but I wanted something that really is passive and will allow you to be wherever you can. Like you can be in Australia, all over the world. And this year I said, you know what? I'm not gonna write down like 10 or 15 goals. I'm gonna write one single goal and let's focus only on that one. I felt that I don't have focus, that I'm like doing too many things. So for me, I said, you know what? I'm gonna commit to that one goal and write myself also like an action plan. What I should do that it will happen. But in simple words, not like complicating it, making it like 10 pages a goal or something like that. So I really wrote my goal, which I will share with you if you want. It's like I want to make $10,000 net profit every month
That's
from
crazy.
Amazon or from I don't know, affiliate. I didn't know that I'm gonna be full time on like full focus on Amazon, but $10,000 net profit a month from the online businesses. That's what I wrote, and then below that I wrote 3 points. So I wrote I'm waking up every day at 4 a.m. That's like a rule. Like I should do that. And I knew if I would commit, I didn't reach that goal by the way, but I'm close there to that goal. But I knew that if I will be committed to the process and let's look at the number, like things will start to happen. That's what I did. I woke up at every day at 4 a.m. doing like, doing things, research, watching videos, starting doing something, taking actions. The second thing was that I write every day at the end of the day, what are my actions for the next day? That would put me in focus. So I would put a list of things. Let's watch 5 videos. Let's source this product. Let's talk with the supplier. Like put a list
Yeah.
of things that I need to do. But I tweaked it. At the beginning, I had like 20 things. Then I figure out, okay, it's too many. Let's just put 3 things. That way I can
Narrow it.
complete it.
Narrow
Yeah.
it for sure. That's one thing that a lot of people. It's always they're looking at so many things, but you have to look at the one thing that's going to get you closest to your next goal, to your next obstacle that you're going to get. Yeah, that's very very smart. And to do lists are awesome too, for sure.
Yeah. And the third thing I think was forgot, but that's the main 2 points. Like I didn't put a lot of points there. So committing to wake up early, doing this like a little journal as well. Like I write things on my like blog with my progress or whatever, and then write down the things. And then, the first month was, just, doing the research, talking to you. I had like big doubts. I didn't know how it was working. I was like, every day before I had to sleep, I was like praying to God, please, please let me, I only one, this product, and the first product was very good, very successful.
And
It made me like,
tell us a bit more about about your first product, how how we worked on, or like how you came to me with your ideas and how we structured that. So so people know kind of the true secret, I guess, that we talked about before the call to actually really succeeding on Amazon that people don't really talk about.
Yeah. So by watching the videos, I figure out also what I did wrong. While with the first product, I understood a couple of things. First of all, I went to a market that you cannot really differentiate your product. All the products are the same, and I can tell what was this product. That was like a kit of birthday decoration, like with balloons and things and all of that. Everyone is doing the same. The picture that you make, you cannot make it different. It's very hard, and that was the problem. So as far as clicking, whoever is like offering the lowest price, it's very, very tough niche.
Commodities.
So yeah, so I learned in the new product that I'm getting into by this mistake, I have to come up with a picture or with the product that will allow the picture to look very different than the rest. And that's what I did. I like created all items in this niche, this new product were like silver, like metal pieces, and I came with something like bright with that really grabbed their attention. So CTR is
Yeah.
very good. But sometimes the CTR is not enough. Like you have to have a good product.
Right.
So I really tested it. I tested it out. Was in my niche, in the jewelry niche. So I knew how to test it out. So what I recommend to someone new, try to focus on things you know, because that would be easier for you to determine whether the product is good or not. My second product is not really something I do. So I had like my learning curve was I did a lot of research before I got into this new product. But on the first one, I didn't have to because I knew the market. I knew what is this product supposed to do, and I could test to see the quality. So
And
that's
how
how
much? And how much are you selling now from your first product? You have one product selling now, right? You're coming in with the second one, or is
the
it two
second now
selling?
is actually started. Yeah, it started. Like I launched it like two
Okay.
weeks ago, and it's starting to sell. So it's going
So
well.
tell us
On
about how those products are doing. Like your first product, your second product.
the first product, it's like stable for like since I launched like 5 6 months now, and it's doing between 10 to 12 thousand a month, but that's gross.
Yeah.
And I would say
Revenue.
about yeah. At the beginning, I had a lot of PPC expenses, like expenses to get rankings, and also
Yeah.
while I was optimizing at the beginning, you just spent while you had your N negatives and all of that. Only then you start to lower your
Mm-hmm.
A cost. So it was good A cost at the beginning too, but now it's even better. So now I barely put on PPC, maybe like 15 $20, and I get the same amount of sales. So now my actual revenue, like the net revenue, is way higher. So it's
Yeah.
getting like 2,500. And this new product is a big niche. If I will have good success like the first one, this is something that will put me closer to my
Yeah.
goal of 10,000
And I
net
remember
profit.
when you came to me with your product, we were, the first product we were planning, it was that the rest of the niche was a little bit priced low. So I remember one thing I told you that, it's your margins are going to be very thin if you go into a product like this. So I
Yep.
remember one thing we decided to do was that we made it better, we made the value higher so that we could increase the price of your product. And that's something that, is very important also. A lot of times, if the product's only selling for $9 or $10, you're able to, add more value to it and then make it the more luxurious, the more premium option, which is exactly what we did with your product, right? And it was able to then stand out from the rest of everyone else who was selling just pretty much like crap, right? It wasn't like you were the only person selling it. I remember when looking at that market, there was a lot of people actually in that market, but you really stand out. And one thing we spoke about before the call too is that you can do everything wrong in terms of you don't have bad PPC, bad launch strategy, bad everything. But if your product itself is actually superior, or if your offer is superior than the rest of the people, then you will sell no matter what. And for Tomer, it turned out kind of like a perfect storm, right? He had his first product where he learned his lessons, he learned the mistakes, and that's one thing that also a lot of people don't do is that they fail and then they just give up or they move on instead of learning from the mistakes, learning from the things that you did wrong, and then you took all those lessons and you put it into your new product, and that's why you were successful. It wasn't just a mistake, right? Tomer, I remember he was messaging me all the time. He was sending me, all the data, a lot of stuff. Because I have some students that, they'll message me a few times, or some people don't even message me. And Tomer had all his data, so I knew from the beginning that Tomer was going to be a successful student. He was taking it very seriously, and when you do treat it like a job, you're going to get job-like results, right? You treat it like a hobby, you're not really going to be able to see that kind of stuff from it. So I was very impressed with Tomer. And now you said you're going into your second product is now is it launched? It's making some sales, or
Launch.
is
So
it making
yeah, as you
sales?
know, guys, things changed. And now you can actually bought the page one unified their plan,
Cool
the
stuff.
one
Yeah.
with the PPC one. So just I have it ready because last time I purchased it and it took them like a week and a half to just send me the keywords. They were busy. I don't know what was their
Yeah,
issue.
I don't know.
So I
I
said,
think they
you know
got
what?
really busy.
Yeah, so I said this time, let me buy it a month ahead and just tell them, you know what, my product just should arrive soon, so I have everything ready to launch. And then this came in a surprise, not just you, like the whole community was saying, just
Mm-hmm.
don't use these launch services. So I
Mm-hmm.
was telling them, like, yeah, I decided to, cancel this and just give me my money back. They were giving me a refund, so I was launching with PPC only. And while I was doing that, I had doubts, even with this second product. I was like the same way like with like the first one. I was like praying, please God help me with this product. Please, I need that help. Any help that I could get, I would just do creating the initial reviews. And now 2 weeks now it's launching. So it's not there yet, but I'm selling like 7 to 10 units from PPC with a good A cost, which is great because I didn't expect that. I already have my rankings, like the positions, and I have really good confidence in this product now that it will rank like the other one. It's also started slow. It always starts slow and then
Yeah.
picks up. And I have confidence because I know this is first of all a product I worked a lot improving the quality. So the reviews that I'm gonna get, hopefully, maybe one here or there, but I think overall I will get good reviews because this is a good quality product, and I also give like an extra bonus value. So I'm
And when I
confident.
when I asked you, remember I used to tell you when we were talking, I was saying, when you follow like the formula people talk about, tell people like, is there really a formula? Is there really like now, like a step, one? Then when you do this, you can do this, and then you do this, and you get from here, slowly you get to where you need to be. So you can see that there's kind of like a path, like you're not going at it blindfolded, right?
Yeah, I will say yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because the principle is the same. I think the principle that now Amazon is pushing through is to create a better product. It's not like the days where
Yeah.
you can just, bring
Sell
something
toilet paper on
Dollar Tree
Amazon.
and just put your stamp and you get it. So they want to have better experience probably to their, customers,
Of course.
and they understand also that they need to have control over their algorithm and cannot have these like all these people doing manipulating the results. So what I think the formula now is just follow like a good listing. Like the listing is the number one thing you have to follow. So once you do it well one time, you know already what's going to work for your second product. So it takes me like a month to work only on my listing. Like my photographers send, I can send them at least 10 revisions. Like with my first product I did it, with the second product as well I did. Like they're gonna send me, oh, we're tired, you're like bullshitting us, stop with the revisions. But I'm not, like, I'm pushing them, I'm telling them no, it's not good, give me better result, like give me a better copy. I'm insisting basically. And that's actually very important because after you get your pictures, you can't run after them. They will not answer you. That, like, that's it. Like, you got the pictures, you're gonna upload them to the listing. You're also gonna be in a place or position where you're scared to test new things. It's not a good thing. So from the beginning, make sure you get like the best pictures. That's a formula. Yeah, that the listing,
Yes.
the title, the keywords. Yeah, you do it one time. You know what works. That's it. You have a formula. But and it's just changing niches or products. Yeah, I
Yeah.
totally agree actually.
And especially because for you went into you're growing kind of horizontally, right? So you're getting like you're building out a brand now, right, within the same kind of niche, right? So you've picked your niche. You're building it out, so similar keywords, similar listings, and you base it all around one thing, especially when you're building a brand and not just going out from like product to product to market, to market. So yeah, for sure, it's definitely really awesome. And for Tomer, this is for the audience. For Tomer, you actually started with me right before I had the program, before I had anything. So it's very impressive to me that you were able to then even just with the guidance with the YouTube videos and go out and do that. So if this isn't, like I said, the whole reason for this video is to show you like some sort of like motivation that it is possible. So he didn't have a program, he didn't have any of that stuff, and now that, like, obviously there is a program, there is the mentorship, there is the course Facebook group, there literally wasn't any of that when Tomer was there. So if Tomer was able to do it without all that stuff, then with it, it's going to be a lot easier, especially with now we have like a group of people and stuff like that. But essentially, Tomer did this all basically by himself. I was there to help him, I was there to guide him. So don't think that this is something that's super easy, or that you can bullshit around and just try to do it, because a lot of people out there will make it seem like it's like that. But obviously, like you can see, Tomer put a lot of work into it. Tomer put a lot of work into his products. You obviously got a ton of samples, testing the products, seeing which suppliers are the ones that you want to be, work with. Obviously, he did, a month worth of his listing, which is even crazy to me. That's like a lot of, a lot of work, and then launching and all that stuff. So it's not an easy process, but it's I would say a simple process. And I think that's the
Yeah,
best way to
it is.
describe it. So,
Yeah.
anyways, Tomer, how did this, what are your future plans for, let's say, your brand or your business? What's happening next? Um,
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what you're planning.
So obviously the plan is to reach that goal. It's not gonna be easy. I knew it's not gonna be easy, but it goes well. I'm not sure if I'm gonna reach that goal, but even if I'm gonna be like close, like 8 or 9 thousand net profit, that's for me a success, because now I have like something running. It's like you say in your videos, it's a snowball, and the beginning is very hard, because some things I only learn now. The capital that you need while your product is successful. Like I just told you before the
It's
video, like
cash
I
flow.
ordered now 1,500. Yeah, the cash flow. I ordered 1,500 units now, and it's like sucking all the money, and Amazon paying you only like twice a month. So that's a little struggle, but
But for you too,
what,
because you launched a second product, right? So now
like
your
three
cash flows,
products I sourced.
you,
My
three
third product
products.
is on the way now. So
See,
yeah, like
so
all my
you're
capital
growing
is there.
quickly, and one
Yeah.
thing that I do teach in the program to avoid, I mean, you have, like you said, you have, the capital, and you have, like, the different things that you can, put into it. But for people who don't, I always tell, launch one product, get that, stable, go on to the second product, get that stable. So you kind of put in two products almost simultaneously. So yeah,
Yeah.
when that's also something that people don't talk about, is when you try to launch 1, 2, 3 products, very close together, you're going to have a lot of tied up cash that you can't, do anything with, because you need to put it back into inventory. You need to put it back into, your products,
Yes.
especially now that your product's doing better and better every month. You order more and more of the units, right? So yeah, for
Yes.
sure you can get tied up very easily with that stuff. But like I said, for you, I have no doubt that you're going to be able to pull this off for sure.
Yeah, that's the plan. And also I'm like now in the process of the brand registry, so I can protect, the listings and give me more control over the things. Also, I'm from now, I see what other people like suffering from, like suspensions, problems with complaints, customers. So at the beginning, I did some things that are a little against the TOS, because I wanted to try things, but now I'm trying to be like
Yeah,
more everything by the book, so it can be something for the long term, something that I can count off. But at the same time, I also build my other sources. So now I ordered for my first product that goes well, ordered like 50 units now to my home, so I can test it out in Walmart and on eBay, so I
very
can see how
smart.
it works. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe do some extra work because it's gonna be fulfilled by myself. But at the later stage, if it goes well, you have like fulfillment centers that do it for you, and maybe you're
We
gonna pay
talked
the
about
same.
that too. I always tell Tomer too, is one of my biggest things in anything is that you can't, like, while you need, when you're working on something, you need to have all your eggs in that basket. But at the same time, as soon as you start getting something back from that, you need to diversify to different things. So I always told Tomer, you cannot always rely on just an Amazon business. And a lot of people will tell you it's totally fine to just have, grow your Amazon business to $1 million a month. But the reality is that if you don't have control, you need to diversify. So I always told Tomer, look at growing it to, a website, look at selling it on, your products on other platforms, build a brand that's not just on Amazon. And that's possible to do once you actually build a successful brand on Amazon, once you prove, that your products have demand, that they're good, that people want to buy them. And I think there's no better platform than Amazon to prove that your product is good and has demand. And once it's proven, you're able to go sell it on your website, because people want to buy it. Your product's good. If it sells on Amazon, it's going to sell everywhere. And then you can go to Walmart, eBay, whatever else you want to sell it on. You can sell it everywhere. And like Tomer said, you get distribution centers, fulfillment centers, but never just stay stagnant on one platform, on one kind of thing. So that's definitely something that I also teach in the program. And I told Tomer from the beginning, you have to look long term, and always like you said, you're always thinking long term, and that's very important as well.
Yeah, and also a third thing that I do is I'm in the process of also creating a new account. So my next products after it, my plan is to have like 3 or 4 products in this account, then have another account just in case
Also
things would happen.
diversification.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so because I truly believe Amazon is a great platform, and now actually I even believe in it even more because now that you see they are like getting into suspensioning all these accounts doing the launch services, that means actually more opportunity. People say, oh, it's not gonna work. It's actually, I'm happy. I just told you before the video, I'm
Yeah.
happy because only the it makes the competition actually lower. So it's good because I can focus on creating like a good quality products. I have, like you said, the formula now, and I can just replicate it, make more products, and it's just a matter of time at this point because I'm like tied with the capital. But once I see that I have 3 or 4 good products, I have good confidence in what I do, I'm gonna also use some line of credit. I have no problem like using credit money
Yeah.
for that because I have confidence. I know that it's working. Obviously, I'm not going to take a $50,000 or $100,000 loan at this point. Maybe at later stages, once you make million, 2 million, yeah, no problem. But
Yeah. So once you have the confidence that you know that you can take that money and you can 10 times it, right? Like once you know
sure.
that if you have that money, you have, because another thing is really cool is that once you actually learn Amazon inside out, like once you've gone through either a program or with somebody or whatever, you've learned it, you have a skill. It's almost like a trade. You know what I mean? It's like you've learned a skill, and it's like something that no one can take away from you. If even if I take away your Amazon business, you can then go and just do the
Yes.
thing again because you know how to do it. So
Yeah.
that's also a very you want to have these kind of skills that you're able to use. So it's definitely very cool. It's definitely a skill that you
And
know
it's
that you
not
can
just
take.
for Amazon.
Yeah, not just for Amazon too. You can take the money and you can 10x it. Even if you take it alone, you're not scared to do it, right?
It's not just that. Actually, what I felt after like getting some success with the first and now it's the second, it actually gives you also confidence in life. You say, you know what, I can take something from zero. It took me like 4 months,
Yeah.
and create nothing. Like you create some income from nothing. And you can say that you can use like 3 or 4 thousand. Everyone can get it. It's not a problem. You can work 2 3 months and get that. That's not a problem. But now I know if I focus on one thing and I do it for like a couple of months and I'm committed to it 100%. I know I have confidence. I know I can do it.
Yeah.
Whether it's gonna be something else even, not Amazon. Like so it gave me a lot of confidence in other things that I kind of telling myself I know and oh yeah I'm confident, but now like I feel it like very strong.
Yeah, for sure. I totally agree with that. And your successes stack. So the more successes you get, the more confident you get. Then you take risks, and you just keep stacking. So it's like a confidence stacking. It's a very cool thing, and I totally felt that also. With anything when you're doing it. But yeah. So anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. Tomer, if you have anything else you want to throw on there at the end.
Yeah, just I almost like let that opportunity go when I failed with my first product, but those that failed or the first product, but I still said to myself always in my mind, all these people, there are people making their money. So why I can't do that as well? It's just a matter of like maybe it will take me another product or 3 products or 4 products, but they are making their money. So I'm doing something wrong. Let me try again. Let me do it again. So it's something that is working. It's not like a dream or a scam or something. You should also have common sense and figure out that this is a true opportunity, and that's what would be my advice to you guys. Don't like let it go. Even things didn't really go well on the first product, just try to learn from your mistakes, improve it, and things would work eventually. I think really
Yeah,
believe in that.
and I think very important, if you guys didn't notice, but Tomer's mentality there, he didn't say he failed the product and, fuck Amazon, it doesn't work, that shit sucks. He said, I did something wrong. There's something that I did wrong that I can fix because he's looking internally. And when you look internally, that's when you really grow as like especially as an entrepreneur. You know, you really grow as a business owner. And you know that there are people who are doing this, so why can't I? So that's what he looked inside, and he did that. And I think that's a very important quality to have for people who actually see success. If you actually pay attention to people, they're always looking at themselves and what they can do to make it better. So yeah, guys, anyways, if you guys did enjoy the video, remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. But yeah, I hope you guys go try it out. Go, you know, watch some YouTube
And
videos.
say
If you guys,
goodbye, soldiers.
yeah, goodbye, soldiers. If you guys are looking for a Amazon course, there's one in the description. My course, you guys will see Tomer in the Facebook group as well. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys next time.